Welcome to a very special episode of JunkDrawer Studios. Today I've gathered a few of my friends to play a game for the first time on my 3D Zombicide terrain that I custom made over the last year and a half. A couple months ago, I posted this video where I showcased the final steps of finishing my 3D Zombicide terrain. It's by far my most popular video, so hopefully a lot of you have seen it, but if you haven't, I highly recommend going back and checking that out first. And if you have seen it already, maybe you're one of the many people who requested I do a playthrough battle report style video where I show the board being put to use in a real game. And today, that's what we're gonna do. So before we jump into the game, I want to give you a very brief overview of the game. I will mention a few things here and there throughout the playthrough when it becomes relevant, but I can give you a brief overview. We're going to be playing Zombicide 2nd Edition, where we are in a post-apocalyptic, modern, urban setting. This is a cooperative board game where everybody is playing together. Me and 3 of my friends are collectively controlling 6 characters and 2 companions. Zombicide has all different scenarios and missions, so every game is quite different. Not only the board itself is different, I've made 18 different city tiles for this set, and we've used 4 of them in today's game. But also the objectives and how to win is different. You move throughout the tiles, you go into buildings, you knock down doors, you loot for weapons and gain experience, and of course, you fight zombies. So before we jump into the game, let me give you a brief overview of the specific mission that we're going to be tackling today. We are playing Mission 11, The Ditch. We are hungry. It started raining, and night is falling. 3 good reasons to get back to our shelter as soon as possible. The shortest path goes right through the ditch, the oldest and narrowest street out there. We need to cross to get back home. Make sure to check left and right before crossing. So all that is required for this mission is for all survivors and companions to cross the ditch, which is this street here. We have to reach the exit with everybody. No one can die, that's always the rule. And no abominations can be left on the board. The setup also includes an abomination that starts on the board, so we are guaranteed to have to kill at least 1 abomination. Other than that, the rules are basically the same. Our team starts with 2 companions, so there are 8 total survivors. After a year and a half of making this board, it was finally time to test it out. I truly couldn't have been more excited leading into this play session. The minis were painted. I set up the mission and picked out all the characters, setting up the game. All that was left was to find some friends to play with me. Speaking of, here's an introduction to my friends who ended up playing with me and helping bring this game of Zombicide to life. First up is a friend and colleague of mine, a very talented illustrator, Alana. Alana also plays Dungeons & Dragons on another YouTube channel with some of her friends. And I'll let her tell you more about it.
Hi, I'm Alana, and I'm here playing today with my friends. But if you're like D&D and you like tabletop RPGs, you can always come find me over at Albaron RPG, where you play Dungeons & Dragons every week. We also have a Patreon, but I'm so excited to play today.
Alana is playing as Elle. Elle has the sniper ability. Normally, ranged attacks have a predetermined targeting priority. With the sniper ability, you can freely choose your targets and friendly fire does not apply. She also has a companion, Bunny G. Bunny G is not a full character, but does grant Elle and Alana his blue adrenaline skill, which is lucky. This will allow Alana to reroll all dice on any attack action. Next up is my friend Matt. Matt is another very talented artist, his specialty being 3D animation and game design. He even has a game currently available to wishlist on Steam. Here he is to tell you more about it.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm Alana's husband. I'm the creator of Battle Rat Games, working on a game called Viridian Eclipse. It's like a throwback to old school, first-person shooters from the late 90s, early 2000s. It's wishlisted on Steam right now, and I'm excited to play this game. Let's go.
Matt is playing as Amy, who has 1 free move action. Essentially, she has an extra action to spend solely on movement. Her companion is Tiger Sam, and his blue adrenaline skill is granted to Amy, which is +1 die to any ranged attacks. Essentially, this just increases the chances that the attack will hit. And last, but certainly not least, my husband, Richard. Richard is more of a behind the camera kind of a guy, so I'm going to just talk about him while you look at this footage. Richard has helped me with so many of the videos that you've watched on this channel, so huge shout out to him. He also has a photography Instagram at inspirationaldesign001 if you want to check that out. Today, Richard is playing as Preston and Helen. Preston has the tough ability, which means he negates the first wound he would take from an attack or friendly fire. Helen has a melee proficiency. This just means that any melee weapon Helen would wield that would normally do damage of 1 has a damage of 2.
And of course, me. I'll be playing as well.
I'll be playing as Mark and Ben. Mark has the sprint ability, which allows him to move up to 2 or 3 zones instead of just the typical 1. And Ben has the break-in ability, which allows him to break down doors without any special tools as a bonus action.
Okay, we're done with the introductions. We've gone through the characters and a little bit about the rules. Let's jump into the playthrough.
As I briefly mentioned in the mission overview, the survivors start pretty much as far as you can possibly start from the exit zone. We'll have to cross through not only 2 buildings, but the ditch, where lots and lots of zombies are going to be spawning. And finally, as per the rulebook, Richard started with the fire axe in his inventory, so he gets to take the first turn.
So you can actually just open the little door.
Okay, this
Pull
little
it out.
door right here.
So we're rolling, right?
We're going.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So what that means.
All dead.
Now we will take all the roofs off,
Including this
including
one
those
as
two.
well.
Yep.
So cool.
This part was really exciting to me. This is really the first time anyone had seen the inside of the buildings.
So Richard has opened a door. This was in cover, this was
wasn't
in
my
cover,
fault,
and
though.
this was in cover.
Yes.
Whatever
so I'm
happened.
gonna pull a zombie card for
Not my
each
fault.
room.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Did we just
literally the
immediately start
worst
with
one
Abomination?
possible.
Yes, we did start with the very first spawn card being an abomination. But then I quickly realized if there's already abomination on the board, it just activates. Our mission says the abomination doesn't move until it has a clear path, so it would just stay there.
If an abomination is already on the board, it just activates.
Oh.
So I'm gonna defer to the mission rules and say nothing happens for this card.
At the time of recording this voiceover, I'd say I'm like 95% sure we're getting that rule correct. And after that, a few more walkers spawn, which are the basic zombies that are pretty easy to kill. We also are all in the blue danger/adrenaline level. If you're not familiar with the rules, basically all that means is the less powerful our characters are, the less danger there is, and the less zombies that spawn during this phase. But as we continue to play the game, our adrenaline level goes up, thus the danger level goes up, and more zombies spawn during this phase. We're stronger, but they are also stronger. So at this point, we immediately start talking early game strategy. We decide we're gonna stay in this side building as long as possible, loot up, before we start making our way across the ditch and being forced to fight even more zombies. On Richard's first turn, he decides to open a pimp weapon crate, which gives him a very strong weapon.
So this is now removed. You're gonna collect this?
Yes.
So that's now removed. Richard has searched the pimp weapon crate, and you get to draw one of those red cards
Alright,
and show the class.
see what
I'm gonna
we
probably be
get.
standing
I
up.
got
because
a
I'm
golden
excited.
kukri.
Oh hell
That
yeah!
sounds sick as
So now
hell.
you can equip it immediately.
That just goes right in your hand, right in your
Alright.
pockets.
So Helen is now equipped with the golden kukri. This weapon has a range of 0. It allows 4 dice to be rolled, which increases your chances of getting a hit. But you do have to roll a 4 or higher to be successful. And finally, it does 2 damage per successful hit, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's actually the highest amount of damage you can do in this game without having any modifiers. Helen is already looking super kitted out, and now it's Preston's turn. Preston being Richard's second character. And Preston immediately starts fighting the other zombies in the building.
You have to roll a 3 or better to hit. If you succeed in hitting, you get to do 1 damage. These only need 1 to kill. So essentially, the most you can do with the starter pistol is to kill once. Nice.
That's pretty good.
Now I'll just take one out. We've
All
killed
right.
a zombie.
Killed a
And
zombie.
you
Good job.
get 1 adrenaline point for Preston.
Ooh.
So we're already off to a great start. We continued to steadily loot up, taking out the zombies one by one that had spawned in the buildings before we ventured out into the ditch. We searched a bunch, we all grabbed a couple more weapons. I found the plenty of bullets item, which is really great and basically allows me to re-roll missed attacks. Everything was going great until this happened.
Moved.
Oh,
Place a walker in the zone that starts this card.
oh no.
Okay, that's okay.
The card is just called.
No.
We have drawn
no.
that on the very
That's so
first
good.
turn
Oh,
of the
no.
game before. I'm so sorry, there's now a zombie in
So-
your zone.
So I'm gonna use my baseball bat and
Yes.
turn around and be like, that.
So Alana drew from the equipment deck and pulled the very unlucky Wah card, which basically just spawns a zombie instead of giving you a weapon. But she immediately goes to attack it. She rolls a couple ones, but then realized her companion gave her another reroll.
I
Yeah!
hit it once. Wow.
Let's go.
Apparently, I'm just very nervous.
Yeah.
There's still one more zombie in this room, right?
Correct.
All right.
You need to be one closer.
So I want to move. Yeah, I'll go again. I will
Sure.
blast this zombie.
Hell yeah.
So what do I need for that? I got
Dice.
Yeah.
Alright, so one die.
dice and you need to roll 3 or better.
a 3 or better, and okay. Oh,
Nice.
hey, I got a 4. So.
Hey, alright, and you get 1 adrenaline point, so you move your
Sweet.
little.
All right, adrenaline.
Guys, we're killing it.
We're killing these zombies.
First player phase is going great. We're killing zombies, we're looting up. But there is still the ever-present abomination outside the door. Plus, we're only in the first player phase. After all the players have taken a turn, there is the zombie phase. This is where zombies will activate, moving closer to the survivors, and potentially a lot of zombies can spawn very quickly during this phase. Nothing has drastically changed about our approach from a few turns ago in the beginning of the game. Here we are talking about it and just making a plan on how long we really want to loot up before we open the door.
Sorry, can I talk strategy for a
Well,
second?
that's what I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
say.
yeah.
What is our game plan?
Well,
here?
if
Are
we
trying to
open
go
this
through,
door-
or-
Does anyone else hate the sound of their own voice? I promise I'm not as bossy as I sound, and I think my friends had fun. Anyway, back to the strategy.
We are trying to get through as quickly as possible, but if we open this door, this one is right here. We could try to all move through, loot up a little bit. We could
I
also
think
split
There's
up.
another door.
I, that's
Yeah,
what
there's a door right
I was
here.
thinking.
So like snake through the hallways,
Yeah.
right? Is anything like still fog of war? Like
No.
they're okay.
No more zombies will spawn unless we get unlucky and draw one of those cards.
Gotcha.
And I'll be honest, I don't know how many there are. There's not that many. I think there's probably
Okay.
3. I think you got very
I say, yeah, I think you're right. I think we should probably get some of the crates in here, level up a little
Yeah.
bit, get some
Yeah.
stuff,
I
so that
feel
when we
like-
make it out into the street, we'll have.
It's like once you open this door, it'll activate, but it'll give us a little bit of space to work with
Yep.
instead of being like right on top of it.
And it'll give us the
Agreed,
ability
agreed.
to use some ranged
Yep.
weapons. In,
Also, this zone is where this crate is.
Yes,
So
exactly.
there's a
right.
good chance that we can get up and get this crate
Yeah.
before that guy.
Right.
So now it's time for the first zombie phase. At the top of the zombie phase, any zombies that are on the board will activate and will move or attack, prioritizing an attack if they have an attack within range. We don't currently have any zombies on the board except for the abomination, which, as I've said, doesn't move yet as per the mission rules. After they attack though, more spawn, including during this phase. So it's been pretty easy so far in this first player phase, but I've played this game a few times and things can go sideways very quickly once the zombies start to spawn.
Okay. It says brute rush, which means one brute spawns, and then rush means it takes an activation turn, which basically just means it's going to go one closer to us. The reason why this is not moving one closer to us is because it's just a special rule for this one in particular. So this one is now hearing us. It goes towards noise.
Yeah, so we're like
That
doing
one's
shit
not
fire
here.
guns.
This one, another, I swear I shuffled these. Another exact same thing for this zone. Runner. Okay, a runner
So they're-
spawns here. In this zone, he doesn't activate because those ones had a special card that meant that they spawn and then move one.
Got it.
And then finally, okay, extra activation. Oh, but that's okay because with blue level adrenaline, no one spawns. So we're actually getting pretty lucky, I feel.
And that was the end of the zombie phase. The first player marker passes to me, and we're off to round 2. Virtually unscathed. So far. Hey, if you thought that was a pretty cool looking first player marker, you're in luck because that is the subject of my very first YouTube video. Link somewhere, probably right here, I think. Yeah, click through to check that out if you want to see how I made that. The next player phase was relatively uneventful. We decided to go through one more full phase through the zombie phase without opening the door to make sure we were fully kitted out. A few important things did happen though. Matt found a flashlight, which allows you to search twice instead of once per turn, which is huge to farm important resources from the item deck. Richard and I both also found Molotovs, which is also really important because it's one of the only things that can kill an abomination without adding modifiers to your damage output. Abominations usually require 3 damage to die, and none of the base weapons, even the epic pimp weapons, can do 3 damage. You would normally have to progress through the game killing a lot of zombies to raise your adrenaline level and get an extra damage as a perk. Already, we're on to the second zombie phase.
This one will not do anything. These will not do anything because they are as close to the noise as they can be, and they cannot open doors. This one also will not move per the special rule set. This one will take 2 turns, which basically means it'll move into this zone and now into this zone. This one's running. This one is Naruto running towards us. 2 walkers will spawn here and then they will activate, which means they will each take a step closer to the noise.
They're right outside the door.
Now this one, same exact. Oh my god.
No.
So spawn and now they're all
Oh
here.
my god. Alright, we're gonna need a Molotov.
This one,
right?
brutes. So 3 brutes. God damn. Are gonna
we
be
need to start again.
here.
Alright.
And then finally for this spawn zone, 1 brute.
You're gonna die.
Alright. And now Alana.
Okay, so at this point we're feeling successfully kitted up and ready to fight some zombies. We just need to open the door. On my turn, I had decided to not use my last action because I genuinely didn't have anything else I could do. Or so I thought. That was when I had the idea to retcon my turn while it was Alana's turn and pretend that I had given my crowbar, which is a tool for opening doors, to my other character that currently was in a space with Alana and was about to trade. That way, instead of just trading her my gun that we were already talking about trading, I could also give her the crowbar so that she could open the door on her turn. I just really wanted to use this as an opportunity to say, you can retcon your own games as long as everybody is in agreement and it's not fundamentally breaking the game.
Remember how my guy had an extra turn?
Yes.
What if I gave my other player the crowbar and now I give them both tools so you can open the door?
Alright, I will open the door. It's quiet, not that that matters because all the zombies are right here.
I might not even bother with the sound tokens for them because we're all here.
Alright, doors.
Hey!
Surprise.
So they're
Alright.
like, ugh.
So the door to the ditch is officially opened. This is where the real game begins, of clearing out the ditch. Because we waited several rounds to open the door, quite a few zombies have accumulated outside in the street. But Richard and I both had pulled Molotovs, so we thought, there's only one abomination. Let's use one to clear this initial horde.
I am going to throw mine.
And
All
you're
right.
gonna get
Is that
so
just
many
like-
adrenaline.
So that's an immediate, like, guaranteed hit.
Yep.
What
So-
did you say?
6.
Dude.
6 points for
got
Richard.
Hell yes,
6
dude.
adrenaline.
Nice.
Did you get your
Oh, shit.
adrenalines up?
Yeah.
Which guy threw it?
Ooh, Preston.
Preston.
All right.
I will attack
Well,
twice.
I will. Okay, so that was 1. This is going to be 2.
Yep.
And then 3 is shoot.
Do it.
You got this.
6.
Yes! Yes! Did you kill him?
Yeah.
All right, the
Another
runner
adrenaline.
is
Jeez, man.
gone.
More
So sad.
adrenaline. Preston.
Dude,
Who would have thought?
Preston.
The man with the
from
salmon
0 to
shirt.
From 0 to hero, man. Look at him.
Yeah.
Wait, so now that we open up the door, this guy's
Yep.
he's now spicy.
He's active now.
He's gonna go straight after Preston.
Even after that awesome turn from Richard via Preston, there were still a lot of zombies in the ditch. But we could either stay back in the room and do nothing, or keep moving forward. So Richard decided to open the door across the way.
Alright, Helen.
All right, Helen.
Go out here.
Right.
Open the
Helen's out
door.
there.
We gotta spawn
Door.
zombies. Spawn them.
Let's. Oh my god. These set pieces are beautiful.
Thank you so
This
much.
is crazy.
I really appreciate that.
How long have you been working on
It
this?
took about a year
That's amazing.
to do it. Since February of 2024.
So cool. Where's the
Brute,
door?
and then it says Brute
Is
Rush.
this the other door right
So they're
here?
gonna come into Helen's zone, but I'm gonna kill them.
Is that the door to leave? Right here?
Yes.
So we could just.
Brutes have spawned.
Well, I do have a kukri. It does
Yeah.
2 damage. Oh,
Brutes
shit,
have
it only does 2
spawned,
damage.
and then they've activated because that's what the
Brutes
code says to do.
3.
Also, my husband has assured me that I don't talk over people as badly as it sounds like I do in this video. I'll do better.
That one will go here, and then these 2 rooms will spawn zombies as well.
Oh my god. This
5 walkers. Hell, dude.
Wait, why did I open that door?
Well, we have to. Okay, walkers again.
Oh.
6 walkers.
Another abomination can spawn.
Yes.
That's rough.
Not at the same time as that one.
Well,
Oh,
6
so-
walkers, and then they activate. They spawned here, and now they're in this room.
Crap.
These are easy to kill though, but it is
Okay.
scary. So remember,
After spawning a lot of zombies in this second set of buildings, we decided the best course of action was just to rush them. So Richard took his character Helen with her golden kukri and kukried the heck out of them.
Oh, here we go.
here we
All
go.
fours.
Here we go. Here
All
we go.
fours. All fours.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Well, 3. I had 3. This one. This one.
So you killed
and
both of
then
them?
This one, so,
You've killed them both, right?
yeah.
Nice, Richard. You got 2 more.
Dude,
to go.
hell yes.
Yeah.
But now he's exposed.
We were doing well, but we needed to kill the abomination. After talking about it a little bit more though, we decided to wait a little bit longer. The main reason is because 2 abominations cannot spawn at the same time. So the longer we take to kill it, it is a threat, but it also will not generate another abomination.
So basically,
so they are.
this one moves to me and Ben, but it doesn't attack yet unless I get really unlucky with the rolls.
And then this would move too.
That one moves towards us as well.
Oh god.
These ones are all moving as well.
Yeah. He's
Oh,
got
and
the
these ones
Bruce
are-
Lee get up.
So sick.
These ones have all moved 1 door closer to us as well as these guys. And now we will spawn more zombies. We've got just 3 walkers spawning here. Sorry, I could have waited for you to put that down. Okay. All runners have an extra activation.
Yikes.
So unfortunately, Richard, Helen is about to get hit for 1 damage.
You don't roll for that. It just happens.
A moment of silence for Helen, please, the most badass of all of our characters, taking the first wound of the game. Okay, back to the game.
And now this spawn point is gonna spawn some walkers, and then they will also activate, which just means that they're gonna spawn here, and then they're gonna move into this zone with these guys.
Yikes.
And then final zone, more walkers, 4 of them.
Yikes.
Not great.
Things have definitely intensified from the first 2 rounds. We've now taken some damage in the form of Helen getting a wound, and there are a lot more zombies in the ditch now. So we need to make a plan. We were doing pretty well. Matt was up next. Remember, he had the flashlight item, which allowed him to search for 2 cards at once. It was at this point that I remembered a very crucial rule that I had forgotten to tell the group that would really benefit Matt in this moment of pulling a million cards. And it was the dual weapon rule. This allows you to shoot both of your weapons at once if they're both equipped in your hands and only spend 1 action point doing so. You're essentially getting 2 attacks for the price of 1.
Oh, I am so sorry. I forgot a really important thing that might behoove you to know.
What's that?
If you have 2 weapons with the same name
Yeah.
and this dual wield weapon,
Yeah.
you can shoot them both with 1 action. So you could dual wield sawed-off shotguns.
Should I go into here for a move, shoot, because now
Yeah.
if I'm next to you and I shoot and miss, will that also target the person next to me?
Yeah.
Oh.
But you could shoot at that zone.
Yeah. You can take out these guys.
Wait, I'm gonna shoot this zombie.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
So 4.
My thought
Yeah.
would be to come out here,
Mm-hmm.
try to take these guys
2.
out, and then depending on how that goes, decide.
You could reload.
You could-
and then shoot
yeah.
again.
You could,
So how am I using this? I'm gonna take a shot in this general direction.
Yeah.
Right.
And you roll for both.
you roll for both.
All right. 2 of them.
Oh, dang.
2 of them hit. So what is this?
So what's the number you took?
I need to hit at least 3.
Okay, I can't see it.
So there's a 6 and a 4.
Okay, so you take these guys.
I take 2 of them out.
Nice.
And that was just with one.
That was
of
one.
And then you can shoot again to see if you get the last guy.
Yeah, go.
Nice.
So that was
Yeah.
all right. So that was. I moved. That was 1. I shot.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna roll
Do it
again
again.
to see if
Yeah.
I can.
Nice.
I got
you
one.
did it.
All right, cool. Just in case you're. I'm gonna move out of the way. All
And
right.
you can do another search action next turn, and then hopefully.
Yeah, I can just keep farming the.
Yeah.
It's a little hard to tell what we're talking about here, but essentially we're just trying to get more Molotovs as they have been very clutch so far. So the turn moves to Rich.
God.
4.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's
You annihilated.
Dead.
Goodbye, sir.
And you got
Dead.
one. Thank you.
I think I'm gonna go back into here and search. Yeah, just because.
Not bad.
I mean, that's just the way it is.
Get those Molotovs.
Yeah,
I got a
hopefully.
Molotov out of Bomb in the Wild.
Molotov.
Yes.
This was genuinely so exciting, getting another Molotov. We were excited, we were happy, we knew it was gonna be useful, but we didn't know just how useful it would become in a couple rounds.
Ben is gonna take a shot at this zone. This is Ben. He's gonna shoot with his Maz shotgun
Damn.
at this zone here, which has these 3. Oops, these 3 and these 3. So there's a lot of brutes. I need a 3 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, so 1 hit. I'll take out Tutu Lady. I will move here and then I guess I'll stay here. And I'm just gonna end my turn with Preston.
I did mess up one rule during this turn. You cannot move out of a zone with zombies without spending 2 action points to do so. I had completely forgotten about this during the game. However, I think this turn that you're about to see is the only time I do it. I do it twice with Ben and with Mark, but Mark has a ton of movement. I think I might have skipped an action for Ben, so ultimately I don't think it changed the outcome of the game too much. And also, who cares?
Now, Mark has big plans. Mark is going to first shoot his SMG
Nice.
at this zone as well.
Is that the one that we traded?
Yes, so thank you for your help. I'm going to, and I'll do another noise token. Thank you for reminding me of that, Alana. I'm gonna roll 3 dice, 5 to hit, but I do have the plenty of bullets, so I can re-roll attacks with that.
Oh, wow.
Hell yeah.
Rip 6.
Now it just does 1 oh, dang it. It only does 1 damage.
Oh.
And there's 3 brutes. I keep forgetting about that.
That's something about that doesn't feel right.
Matt is not wrong. This rule is really weird. But most of the time you're going to be drawing walker cards, and depending on the mission, you can pretty easily start killing those and kind of ignoring the brutes. We just happened to pull so many brute cards in the beginning that a lot of our early weapons, without having increased our skills all that much, were just not cutting it. But I did still have the Molotov, so time to finally kill the abomination.
So I shot, and now I'm gonna move back 1 zone and throw the Molotov into this zone.
Will that kill?
It will kill the abomination. So I'm gonna kill the abomination
yeah.
and get an adrenaline tween.
Probably gonna have to.
You get 5 points.
That's
of that,
huge.
don't you?
I was just gonna add. Is that what it says?
think- yeah, you got the kill.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So we did it, we killed the abomination. We now just have to exit to complete the mission. And we've only taken 1 wound so far across all of the survivors, so we're feeling pretty good about things.
So these 3 will move forward 1. But that's all they do for now.
They could split.
Yeah. Yes. These are gonna be moving forward 1 as well. There's 5 of them in here. No, sorry, 6 of them in here. They're not easy. It just keeps going a little bit.
And they're falling over each other fine.
These will also move forward 1. And these will move forward 1. Oh, that was convenient. And then now finally these will move forward 1 as well. Starting over there. Okay, 2 walkers, not bad, not bad. Oh, come on.
What do we got?
An abomination.
Where?
Yep. We were in the clear, making quick work of this mission, and then on the very next zombie phase, after finally killing the original abomination, another one spawns.
So this is now the Abominica. This one goes right there.
Oh.
Walkers spawn and then activate 5 of them. But we're all the way back here and now they're activated, which means they move forward 1 zone. So they're all in this zone, all getting cozy together here. Finally, runners, only 2 are gonna spawn here.
All right. Well, I thought my
Whoa.
move was gonna be much easier than
This complicates things.
It does indeed complicate things, but remember, Helen had just found a Molotov, and Molotovs can kill abominations.
All right. So now you're going out there, and you are going to throw your Molotov. Molotov.
Oh, Mazel tov.
All right. So that kills
All 3 of these?
Yeah.
So now that second abomination has been pretty easily dealt with by Helen, aka Richard. And by easy, I mean Richard was super lucky to draw that second Molotov after I had already drawn 1 myself, so we've now drawn 3 in this game. Still, all's fair in luck and Zombicide? Sure. We start moving across the ditch to the other building to make our escape. We just have to clear out a few more zombies that are a bit too close for comfort, both in the ditch and in the left building.
They need 3 to hit. And I do have the plenty of bullets, so I'm gonna re-roll that one.
No.
Dead. Alright, on the zombie. Good job, Mark. I'm gonna shoot again with the pistols at that room. Okay, and I'm gonna re-roll this with plenty of bullets. Wait, once per turn? No, once per attack. Sick. So 2 more. Get got.
You got all your
Boom, boom.
points for that.
How many zombies are left in here? 3?
1 left in here. Oh, yeah.
3.
3 left.
One on the doorway here.
I'm gonna shoot at this zone with my shotgun.
Does
Oh wait, I only have 2 dice. Oh, but it does 2 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
We spend our last few turns all convening on the exit while killing as many zombies as we possibly could. Matt still had to make it across the ditch with his characters safely, and we kind of all needed to exit at the same time. The way it works is if some people exit and then another zombie phase happens, that could spawn a 3rd abomination into the game, which would need to be killed, and now we would have less people. But we were so close.
All right, so
Go, I'll cover you.
I have
Never makes it.
a free.
Never makes.
I got a free move. I also have +1 action, which is another move,
Sick.
and then my 3.
Yep.
So I will annihilate that one right here. So I
Get
need-
him.
So I have 1 extra die plus these 2, and then I need to roll a 3. Okay, blasted,
Fantastic.
dead.
Good.
Dead. Alright, so that was 1, 2. Shoot was my first one.
We didn't have enough turns to all exit during this round, so we did need to do a final zombie phase. I've played this game a bunch, but I play a lot of games, so there was a slight unease where I wasn't 100% sure if we were actually in the clear as long as we didn't draw another abomination in this next zombie phase. But for now, the best we could hope for is just that we don't draw another abomination card.
There are cards that activate all the zombies while I'm spawning, which means like they'll move closer, and then it could happen 2 or 3 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're not out of the woods yet. First they activate, which means These ones are gonna move closer to us by 1 zone. There's none in here, right?
None here, yeah.
This one, and then these are all moving into the next zone as well.
Holy shit.
There's
so many of them.
Yo, there's even more behind
Holy
the
crap.
car.
Oh
This one.
my god.
This one. And they're runners, which activate twice, so they go boom, boom.
Oh god.
Now I spawn more, starting with that zone.
All right, fingers crossed, everyone. Let's.
Walkers spawn 6 of them, then they rush, which means they move one closer.
Where are
to
they
us.
spawning?
So they're spawning there, and they're all gonna be here.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's not good.
non-ideal.
Not good.
There's so many. There's so
We gotta be careful.
Oh, not like this. Not like
This is how it always goes. It ramps up. Okay.
No.
Next zone, also over there, runners, but they don't rush or anything.
Oh.
3 of them will spawn right here.
What the hell?
And now this zone is runners again, but nothing happens other than they spawn. But they are fast boys. And then finally this one,
Do not pull.
walkers 6.
God, yes.
That's okay, that's good.
Oh my god, this is great.
I think we got this.
We got this.
right?
Yeah, I think so.
we have to do it to be sure, obviously.
Yes.
Not that you would ever suggest
No.
otherwise. But I do feel that we've got this. Famous last words.
Richard just walks out into the street, double fisting Molotov. Take me.
We think we got it. We drew the zombie cards. There were a ton of zombies in the ditch, but none of them were abominations, which meant we could exit. We could actually win this. In retrospect, it seems pretty obvious that we definitely are about to win, but again, I don't know, I don't have the rules 100% memorized. I know that if you search, you could spawn a zombie. We weren't planning on doing that just to be safe, but I don't know. Basically, what I'm saying is we just needed to finish all of our turns and exit safely before we start celebrating. So with the ditch loaded with zombies, but all of the survivors sequestered into the last room before the exit, we gathered around, I turned on the lights of the vault, and we each took our final turns to safety.
Let's just get out of here.
All right, Mark.
You could do some sniping shots across the
I don't think
board.
it's really worth it.
Not.
Mark is in.
All right.
Okay.
Oh wait,
there
I
is.
left my other guy back here. No, no, I'm kidding.
I literally looked. I believe you.
Oh no, we gotta go back.
It was here where I started singing the final countdown before I realized your girl wants to be monetized, so I should probably stop. So here are Matt and Alana's characters getting to safety, and with that, it was just Rich's turn to go.
One. Two.
Oh, he fell. He trips.
Yeah.
Helen.
Helen's last on the.
Helen's making sure everyone's
Nice.
Oh.
So,
No,
sleeping.
yay.
We did it.
Helen dies.
She just trips and falls down the stairs.
Cowabunga.
Woo! Let's go.
And with that, we did it! We made it to the vault! Out of all my games of Zombicide, this one actually went pretty easily, I'm not gonna lie. Even though it was labeled as medium in the rulebook as opposed to easy. But this game was so much more important to me than just winning. I don't want to sound too cheesy, but I have been working on this project for such a long time before I even started my YouTube channel. In fact, it was a big reason why I did decide to start my YouTube channel. So I want to say a huge thank you to my friends and my husband for playing this game with me, for letting me film them. I want to say thank you to everyone who's watching this video right now and everyone who watched my previous videos, specifically the one where I finished up all the construction on this very 3D board. There are 18 tiles that I made. If you want to see a little glimpse of the process, click on screen here or in the description below to watch that video. And if this is the first video of mine you watched, I typically post videos of me crafting all sorts of nerdy and gaming related things like the 3D board you see in this video. Maybe I'll even do some more battle reports and playthroughs because I had a lot of fun making this one. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing and woo, we won.
We did it.
We did
made
it.
I'm alive. I made it. Thank you.
That's all I want to do.